Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Anton, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to play retro video game consoles on your HD TV. So if your brand new TV does not have any support for AV, we'll be taking a look at a very cheap and simple method that should allow you to display any retro system. Also, with this method, you will be able to directly capture gameplay, which I will also explain how you can do so. Anyways, before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button to see future videos on the channel, and let's get started. So before we get into everything, let's discuss what we will be using in this guide. So we will basically be using this. This is the mini AV to HDMI converter. This will take your RCA signal and convert it into an HDMI one. I got this one off of Amazon and it wasn't very expensive, but of course there are many of them on the market, some more expensive than others. But I'll leave the link to the specific one I bought down in the description. So first what we need to do is plug it in, which if your TV has a USB port, you can simply connect it. And then we'll need to select the resolution output, which honestly doesn't matter as retro games don't really have that much of a high resolution, but I'm just going to set to 1080p because why not? So once that has been powered on, what we're going to do is to connect the HDMI cable to our display and connect our console's AV cables to the AV to HDMI. And if that has all been set up correctly, you should see a blue screen. Now power on your console, and now you should see it displayed on your TV. And now from here, you can fully enjoy your games. Now this adapter does not display the footage in the correct aspect ratio for certain consoles. It's pretty much just converting it while providing some upscaling methods as well. So to fix this, what we'll need to do is open up our TV picture settings and then change the aspect ratio from 16:9 to 4:3. This makes the game look how it was intended to look and looks very nice. So a cool thing about this adapter is that if you connect it to a capture card such as the Elgato HD60S, you can actually record gameplay directly from your retro systems. This is super helpful if you would like to use the gameplay for YouTube, or you would like to stream it. Again, the aspect ratio may be an issue, but we can fix this by either using an editing software such as Final Cut Pro, and using OBS you can also stream the gameplay as well. For this video, all of the gameplay is tweaked in post-production. So now that we have the setup out of the way, we're going to put it to the test by taking a look at various consoles. I'll start with the NES and then work my way down to the Nintendo Wii. But we're not just going to stick to Nintendo consoles. So first let's take a look at the Nintendo Entertainment System. This system has a resolution of 256 by 240 pixels. Luckily the image looks very nice and the colors look very good as well. The console does not support stereo sound, meaning that it may sound a bit strange through this adapter, but you can fix that with mono to stereo adapters. Games such as Super Mario Bros. 3, Mega Man 5, and Ice Climber look really good. Next up we've got the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Now we move into the world of 16-bit graphics. This 16-bit home console looks excellent when connected up to this adapter. Games like Super Mario World and even Mario Paint work really well. And honestly, this is probably the best way to play Mario Paint and capture it faithfully, as sometimes emulators don't really get the controls right, as the game just uses the Super Nintendo mouse. And of course, just like the Super Nintendo, we have the Sega Genesis, which also looks great, and is very similar to the Super Nintendo in terms of picture quality. I mean, they are both 16-bit systems after all. Now we jump into the third dimension with the Nintendo 64. Now the picture on this console is a lot nicer, as the higher quality is definitely more noticeable. Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and Pokemon Snap look brilliant and honestly play very well. Next we move on to the original PlayStation. The system looks great, and just like the Nintendo 64, the colors are preserved quite well. So now we move on to a much higher resolution with the Nintendo GameCube, and you'll get a very nice clean image. Not only does the Nintendo GameCube allow us to play GameCube titles, but by using the Game Boy player, we can actually play Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. I tested games like Super Mario Sunshine, Wario World, and The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. And of course, we've also got the PS2 and the Xbox, which both looked really good as well. Now we move on to the very popular Nintendo Wii. This system has support for both 4:3 and 16:9 aspect ratios. So it's definitely a great choice, as you won't need to change your TV settings to play Wii games. But since the Wii is backwards compatible with GameCube, it will stretch the image, meaning that you will need to change your TV setting once again if you want that proper aspect ratio that the games were intended for. Now I should mention that there is another method exclusive for the Wii. This is the Wii to HDMI. It is a small adapter that fits into the AV socket on the console. Compared to the AV to HDMI adapter, it looks very nice. It produces a more vibrant and clean image, especially when the Wii is set to 480i. I might make a dedicated video just talking about it, so if you do want to see that, make sure to let me know. Now of course, there are many different converters that are even higher quality, and mods that can significantly make the picture of these systems look even better, specifically with component cables, upscalers, and other devices. But they do come at a heavy price tag and might not be that convenient to set up. Which is why if you want a very simple method that looks pretty good, this is the one I recommend getting. And honestly, if you're just gonna play some retro games here and there, and just want the ability to play on your nice HD TV, this is a great way to set up and experience those classics. Anyways guys, that's about it for the video. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button to see future videos heading your way. If you would like to see more tutorials and guides just like this one, make sure to leave a like, and if you know anyone else who may find this video helpful, feel free to send it their way. If you do have any questions or concerns, make sure to comment down below or join the Anton Retro Discord server that you can find in the description. And with that, I will see you all in the next one.